So I'm really delighted to have Michael Schmidt, who's the general editor of PN Review and the founder and managing director of Carcanet. I'm really delighted to have him coming to PoetryEast on the 1st of September. I mean, Michael Schmidt is basically Mr. Poetry. I mean, he's Mr. Poetry writ large. I mean, he's Mr. Poetry writ this large. You know, this is, for instance, one of his books of the lives of the poets, a remarkable volume exploring hundreds of poets' lives. Not only has he written that, he's also written this wonderful biography of the novel, which is, again, is pretty substantial. And he's doing that at the same time as running Carcanet, which is one of the main poetry distributors. And his list for Carcanet is fantastic, renowned for being fantastic. On top of doing that, he's running PN Review, which is one of the premier poetry magazines in the UK. He's got an incredible grasp of poetry, both contemporary writers and all historical writers. John Ashbery writes very positively about Michael's poetry, so he's also got his own poetry. He's got his selected poems, the collected poems. He's got this very selected. So, you know, you couldn't get Mr. Poetry more, but he's not just Mr. Poetry, he seems to be Mr. Novel as well. And, you know, when does the man get any time to sleep? Because his output is quite staggering. I've been in contact with him through correspondence, and he's so quick to get back to me. He's got this brilliant mind, incredible detail. He's a wonderful editor. He thinks very, very deeply and very precisely. And he's also incredibly warm. So it's a really good opportunity to meet the editor of a major poetry publisher, Carcanet. Remarkable. You know, that in itself is remarkable enough. But then to have this, you know, biography of the novel and the lives of the poets, and to have his own poetry, to meet that guy who can do all that and run PN Review at the same time, and be such a warm and positive presence every time I've had any contact with him. He's a man really worth meeting. So yeah, come along on the 1st of September to PoetryEast, held here at the London Buddhist Centre, and I'll be talking to Michael about his life and work and how he gets time to do all this and kind of sleep and eat. Yeah, so come along on the 1st of September.